Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my #1 Sentai Gozyuger episode commentary and reviews. This time, we're halfway through the season. It's episode 25. The Gutsy police are in the clear. And if you do enjoy what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. It just means a lot for a small channel like this. Now let's get into the episode. The episode opens as Principal Bando collapses to the ground as No.1 Grit puts a chain barrier over the school, trapping everyone inside before unleashing another fire attack. Though this one is blocked by Kamade as the Rangers retreat. In No.1 world, Fire Candle questions Bouquet about losing contact with No.1 Grit, but she says she has sent Shining Knife to go check, and Kuon has gone as well. After the credits, everyone is in the janitor's room, and Bando explains how missing a meal with his daughter led to her being taken by the Briton, and even as he fought them, she was taken over by No.1 Grit. Bando gets up and starts to put on his shoes, and when Kamade tells him to hold on, he says he has to save his daughter and the school, and his life doesn't matter. In the principal's office, Shining Knife and Kuon have joined No.1 Grit, discussing how the Queen was worried, though Grit counters that she was only worried about her experiment. But now youth is gone, Grit's word is law, as Kuon fires a shot at the No.1, who blocks it, as he asks if the No.1 is a traitor, before saying he wants to have fun with some of the school's guests. Back in the janitor's room, Ikki is reflecting how the principal fought hard by himself and calls himself unworthy, while outside, the Gozyugers encounter Kuon, who summons Ranger, Hurricaneger and Boom Boomger as he challenges the Rangers, and No.1 Grit announces they must beat him before they can fight him, as he seals their rings and the #1 battle begins. First is a tire pull challenge, which a struggling Samino promptly quits. Second is endurance, which, as they are attacked by fire by Hurricaneger, Kamade and Kinjiro promptly collapse. Elsewhere, Bando has found the No.1 monster, but before he can engage, the ring is knocked from his hands and he fights the No.1 without transforming. For the final three, the challenge is Duren sparring, but as the Rangers prepare, Ranger is joined by 9 other Rangers, who all attack. And while the 3 Rangers put on a good fight, the superior numbers wear them down until only Herrero is left standing. And as he faces them down, Ikki arrives. But when he's asked if he has found his nerve, he says he can't, as Herrero charges back in to take on the 10 Red Rangers by himself, shouting at Ikki that it doesn't matter if he's a loser, as even losers can have grit, asking him who will protect the school. As Ikki remembers sparring with the principal and not backing down, he joins Herrero, thanking him for teaching him to be a loser, as the two fight the Red Rangers, beating them back before unleashing a final attack and receiving a nod of respect, before the Reds disappear, along with the seals on their rings. As Ikki remembers the principal and runs off, he finds Bando, and he launches a flying kick at the No.1 before grabbing the Lupin ring and joining his principal, saying he wants to protect the school together. As the two stand together, they engage, and after the announcer and cheerleaders declare the battle, they fight the No.1 monster. As No.1 Grit unleashes its fire attack, Pata Red protects them both with a riot shield, before Lupin Red retaliates with a big strike attack. Shining Knife appears with Garyudo, saying they will back up No.1 Grit as the Gozyugers appear, and with Herrero saying they are his prey, the Rangers engage and transform while fighting the Britons. Goju Wolf quickly powers up before taking on Shining Knife and Sweet Cake, as Unicorn powers up with her Go-Onja ring, and Eagle with his Kira Major ring, as Leon and Tyranno use Gal Ranger and Car Ranger rings as they take on Garyudo, eventually blasting him clear out of the building. But as he loses his rings, they're collected by Bear Kuma. As Leon and Tyranno call Kamade out for playing dirty, he offers to show them something cool, as Mr. Shining Knife and a less than enthusiastic Mrs. Sweetcake grow to a giant size. Kamade turns his new rings blue as he calls for Tagersword to appear, much to Tyranno's confusion, and even Tagersword questions Kamade's motives. But, as he combines his 5 blue rings with a golden Tokyuja ring, he gives Tagersword Red the arms of Tokyuo, before attacking and defeating the giant Shining Knife. Below, Wolf has joined Lupin Ranger and Patter Ranger in fighting the No.1 as they defend him during a powerful attack. But before they can get up, Orca Booster flies from Wolf's hands and powers up the 2 Universe Warriors, who use their enhanced forms to blast the monster back, as Patter Red grabs the No.1, telling Wolf to shoot them both. As Goju Wolf performs Killer Whale Shot, Patter Red uses his Riot Shield and survives the attack. But before Goju Wolf can finish off the monster, Lupin Red steals the Tagersword, saying that when a treasure is this precious, he will seize it himself, as he frees his daughter, and we get winner, Patron number 1. Later, as the Rangers watch the students leave the school, Herrero shows he managed to get the 2 rings, saying that they won't need them anymore, as they in turn are watched from inside the school, as Mitsuki hugs her father, thanking him for saving her. And as Bando says he and Ikki will protect the school together, he ends up grabbing him by the face when he says he will surpass his teacher, as the episode ends. Okay, so last week I said repeatedly that something was missing. You know, I was still enjoying it, but something was missing from last week's episode. Well, all I can say is whatever was missing from last week's episode, this week's episode had it. And whatever it had that last week's one didn't, it had it in abundance. And to be honest, I can't put my finger on exactly what it was, but there are several things that I absolutely loved. I mean, first off, we get to see the universe, like, warriors getting power-ups. And that's the... I mean, okay, we kind of saw that with Shinken Red, with Fire Candle. But obviously he had the Orca Booster himself. This time, Orca Booster itself sort of went from Wolf and powered them up itself. And, you know, seeing the powered up forms was kind of cool. It's been a little while since I've seen Lupin versus Patter, so it was nice to see them. But also, the other Gozyugers. We had the Goonja ring, we had Car Ranger, Gal Ranger, Kira Major. They're actually using their rings for once. Garyudo has suddenly become super weak because he was beaten by 2 of them. It didn't even take the whole team. I mean, granted he wasn't using like the Sentai doppelgangers from like using his rings for that, but even so, he usually is able to put up a fight against multiple Gozyugers. But now he's beaten by 2 of them. Although I suppose it's the usual thing of the Rangers and the monsters are always as strong as the story needs them to be. So, yeah, some episodes he's going to be super strong, especially when he's first introduced. And when we want the Rangers to have a good day, yeah, he's going to get beaten. A little bit irritated that Bear Kuma went and stole those rings. I mean, I didn't remember. I thought Herrero already had the Zyuranger ring. I didn't realise that Q1 still had it from when he took the guy who was Red. So I forgot about that. But then again, it has been quite some time. How long has it actually been? Beastmaster, Showa, and Break. Okay. So that would have been about episode 7 and 8 that happens. So we're talking almost 20 episodes ago that happens. So it's been a while. It's been a while. Other things that I kind of liked is obviously I've said about. I like the fact that the principal. It turns out it's his daughter that was the No.1. I thought, because if you remember all the way back to the first couple of episodes, I think it was the first episode. Let me just check the title. It was either the first or second episode where we heard someone ask the landlady if she wanted treasure, and she said yes before she was then taken by the No.1 monster that possessed her, or however it works, or acquired her, or whatever it is. So I was under the impression, obviously wrong, that they needed some sort of, for lack of a better term, contracts. Just like the one with Herrero's No.1 World girlfriend, or whatever she was. I mean, she wasn't his girlfriend then, but just the woman that looked after him. I can't remember her name now. But yeah, when she was taken, she was obviously dead when she was changed. No, it wasn't that one, was it? It was Gal Rangers one. The one horns one. That was the one that she was like dead or something. Or she died as it changed. So I guess that probably wasn't consensual. So yeah, I probably was wrong. But yeah, so it was nice that Bando was able to save his own daughter. As a dad myself, I would want to save my daughter, especially if she became a No.1 and I was a universe warrior. I mean, for pure nostalgia, I'd probably want to be Red. Although I quite happily take pretty much any of the others, especially King Oja. But yeah, and also going back to Kamade, I mean, he takes the 5 blue rings that he has that can't be used in his own Tiger gauntlet, glove, whatever you want to call it. Like, they don't work in it. So he can't use them. But he doesn't turn all of his rings blue by the looks of it, because he had the 5 that are blue, but he then whips out the Tokuja ring, which I love Tokuja. It was such a great show. The fact they could just keep changing colours whenever they wanted and gain the others like powers. Loved that show. I loved that premise. The fact they never adapted that for Power Rangers is just criminal. It really is just criminal. But yeah, and he gives Sword the Tokyo arms, which I've had a look. Those arms will not fit on him. So I'm guessing, because I know they've got those new, I don't know what TOEI are calling them, but it's the equivalent of Zord Builder that Power Rangers did for a while. So I think there is a Tokyo one. So I'm guess because I think they started it last year when they were doing Boom Boomja. So I think there is a Tokyo one that may be able to fit onto Tiger Swords, but I can't say for sure. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, and also, oh yeah, the other part I gotta mention is the Duren sparring. I love the fact that I didn't mention it in like the covering it, but Ryuji goes, so the Jew is for 10. And Rico's just like, I don't think they meant it like that. I like that. It was a nice little joke, a little play on words. Obviously, better if you understand some Japanese. Because obviously, Jew is 10. So, yeah, it's a good little joke. But seeing those 10 Red Rangers, and I haven't seen enough of the pre Jetman stuff to be able to name all of them. I think Denjiman was one of them. I think Jacka was another one. And to be honest, my mind is like a sieve half the time. I couldn't even name the other seven because obviously Jacka, Jetman, Denjiman, Ranger. I know I saw those four. My mind is a blank on the other six, but obviously they were there, and it was great seeing so many old Rangers. It finally felt like an anniversary series. Oh my god! Halfway through the season, we get what feels like an anniversary series episode. We need more like this. I'm not saying every episode has to be the same with, you know, 100 bloody Red Rangers. Well, don't have 100, but with 50 Red Rangers coming in. And I would absolutely love it if we got an Akiba Ranger. Because I know Akiba Ranger's been added or been accepted as proper Sentai, even though it's unofficial Sentai Akiba Ranger. But I'd love it if they put it. I mean, I've even got a blanket, and it's got all the Red Ranger helmets. In although when I say all the Red Ranger helmets, it also has the white Zenkaija one. It doesn't have Duron. It has the Zenkaija white. But it does include, and it says at the bottom, Super Sentai series, Go Ranger to Boom Boomja. And it even has Lupin Ranger and Pata Ranger. But it also has Akiba Ranger. Granted, it's something I got off of Temu, so probably not based on anything official. And the coverage of the colours is patchy at best. Like the helmets all look great, but the black background, it's obviously been sprayed. And it must have been creased or something because there's like white lines going across when you have it in different angles. But that's neither here nor there. I still like it, and it's a nice warm blanket. But there's loads of them on there. So if you're curious about which one I'm on about, just look on Temu. Super Sentai blanket. It's black and it's got all the Red Ranger helmets in rows. It's actually pretty cool. Just because I was just looking for anything Sentai. My wife's got so many of these blankets. I was like, I want one, but I don't want Stitch or Disney. I got Sentai. And they got quite a few. They got some more Power Ranger themes than Sentai, but and Red Ranger ones, Yellow Ranger ones, Blue Ranger, so many. But be aware, it's Temu. Quality will be rubbish for the colour. Blanket seemed okay, but I think that's just standard blanket, like fleecy blanket thing. But yeah, I'd love to see Akiba Ranger show up. Even if it's in like one of the last episodes, they just throw it in and everyone's just like, Akiba Ranger, yeah! Just because it's in there for like 5 seconds. It would just be something like, why are you not focusing? Hello? Right. But yeah, it would just be so funny to see even a few seconds with that amazing Akiba Ranger helmet. I just think that would be class. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this episode. Massive step up from last week. Hopefully, like, that's come across in me talking about this. Like I said at the start, whatever was missing from last week, that I kept saying something is missing, something is missing, something is missing. They found it this week. They really found it this week. And let's hope it continues. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.